Hey, it's Alex here for 36dB, and in this video I'm going to show you how I sketched my first idea for a track in the brand new Hernan Cattaneo environment. As a lover of all things breakbeat, I was immediately drawn to the breakbeat mix of Static Sky that comes included with the environment. I started with the drums for this one, programming some fresh two-step style patterns before moving on to a wobbly minimal garage type bass line in F minor. This was actually the first time I'd explored the Hernan Cattaneo environment and heard any of the sounds in it. So what you're seeing here was caught completely in the moment, first time and off the cuff. Everything flowed from there, and I progressively layered more ideas, recording MIDI clips in my own new scenes in Ableton's session view using my MIDI keyboard. When I thought the idea was working enough, I decided to lay down an arrangement as a jam. I hit record and yeah, I ended up with a pretty nice dark garage bleep breakbeat flavoured arrangement using just the sounds and effects in the environment. Let's check it out. I've got my trusty controllers at my fingertips, my MIDI keyboard, my APC Mini Grid controller. I'm heading to Live's browser, to my user library, into my presets, and I should see the Hernan Cattaneo environment installed under my 36dB environments folder in my Ableton presets in my user library. I haven't actually opened any of these sets to kind of check them out. I wanted this to be fresh and to capture me just exploring the environment for the first time and making a tune with it. As you can see, we've got, various mixes of Hernan's tunes, Solaris, Static Sky and Velvet Sky, along with some Ableton sets containing just things like the drums and percussive kits. These would be really useful to just dragging into existing projects where you might have, bass and pads and melodic ideas but no drums or percussive kits. You can just drag that stuff in, and that's the kind of thing I do all the time in my own productions. Just looking through these, I'm a massive breakbeat fan. I chop a lot of breaks. Love working with breakbeats. I love that kind of I love a breakbeat groove. So I'm gonna open the Static Sky breakbeat mix. So if I just give this a listen, maybe from the top. Nice, got some vocals in there. I'll just skip to the bass. I am tempted, or whenever I'm kind of working on breakbeat stuff or with breaks, for me it's always the drums kind of come first. Normally I might work on the atmospheres and kind of then layer the drums and the groove underneath, or just slot that underneath as the kind of foundation. Just looking at this, we've got the MIDI here. I'm tempted to kind of maybe just chop this up on the timeline. That's how I like to work with breaks. If I'm chopping an Amen or something at a faster jungle tempo or something like that. I'm kind of tempted to dig in and just explore some different patterns and then maybe kind of find a different groove from that. So I'm actually just gonna solo the HC break kit. We've also got the drums channel strip on the drums here. So let's just mess around and chop some stuff up. I'm going to take the grid a bit smaller. Then maybe I'd be tempted to just chop the MIDI like this. So it's should we work in the pattern itself? I'm going to create some new scenes, I think, myself, I tend to just work differently every time, really. So I don't want that there. Yeah, okay. I like these little rim shots. It's got some swing to it as well. Where's the snare? Is it here? So I kind of want this kind of rhythm, like a step-in thing. Yeah, like a garagey thing. Cool, nice. Maybe we could speed it up a bit as well. We'll see how we get on. So I'll just kind of recreate that over here. Maybe get rid of the shuffle. I might add the shuffle back in a bit. Yeah, bring the shuffle forward. This is where I spend a lot of my time. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so I think I will just duplicate this. Yeah. Nice. Okay, cool. That's funky. I like that. It's nice and breaksy. It's kind of a bit two-steppy. Having an arrangement is so useful if you're not confident arranging stuff, and having scenes laid out with just ideas already suggested as to sections and to parts that you can use and reassemble, changing a few of these macro snapshots in any of the sims, and you can have a completely different track. But like for me, I'm going to try and make something completely fresh with the sounds in this. Let's go back to just get our break that we had here. So we've got a new scene here. Right, I'm well happy with that. I'm just going to duplicate and like develop it a bit for the second repeat. Oh yeah, that's nice. A gated clap is quite cool. Let's just make it. Right, that'll do. We can always develop that a bit. So let's just make this purple. Okay, so let's head to what we got here, our percussive kit. See if we can add some like more rhythmic spice, and maybe we could just use. Let's work with one of the clip we've got here or something. Just pull that in. Oh, this has got loads more stuff. Love a guiro. For me, it's like all about all these little tasty bits of percussion and stuff. That's a nice little symbol. Got some kind of drums happening here now, just from copying these existing loops and just kind of messing with the MIDI we had for the HC break as it was. So we've got kind of groove here now, and maybe we can look to some atmospheres or something. That's kind of like how I like to go, or maybe we could just head straight to a bass or something. Let's have a look through some of the macro snapshots. So original. Okay, nice. I'm tempted by this one, Nice. What else we got? One thing I love doing in productions is like loads of resample based sounds and stuff. So it's at that garage one, I think. Let's mess with some of these. I'm liking that. Let's record it, shall we? Maybe we could speed the tempo up a bit. Yeah. I'm going to duplicate the bass as well so we can have like a different flavour. Maybe go for like driver. Should maybe switch up the bass for this one, That's quite nice. Record that. Cool, nice. Okay, what we got here? Some stabs. Have a listen through some of the sounds here. What we got in this delay? I'm liking that. Working in F minor here. Let's try some of the other patches. Oh yeah. Photo Tech. I like the Danny. Okay, let's explore some of these more. These are nice. Let's go in the dub tech. What can we change the delay time? Nice. Yeah, groovy. Less is more. Nice. Cool. Grand pianos. Let's keep layering parts. Yeah, this is going well. So for this, I might like go to the sends, see what's like going on in the sends. Crystallize the delay, those type echo, all these things. Like I use sends all the time, return and return channels. I mean, you could do, one thing I do all the time is like sends only. Nice, you know, like stuff like that. Like what else we got? Haha. I feel like we might be more in the timbral realm of what we've already got by doing this HC ARP stories, and I've got it in warmer original. This is lovely, isn't it? Is there an F minor? Cool. Lovely. All right, that's good. Let's move on to another part. Okay, so this is like a second ARP story thing. I can leave that for now. What we got here? This is like a weird ARP thing. Yes, that's nice. It's a bit crazy, isn't it? You know. Yeah, I love that. I'm going to have a few of these because like the kind of vibe I want is like sparse, minimal, and like a bit just dark. I might like mess around with exactly where things are happening, but like, let's go. I feel like we had a different sound for this one, didn't we? Yeah, that one. Tech or no? Yes. All those little middle sounds like tech. I'll sort out the MIDI in a bit. Like we'll just keep layering parts, and then we can like jam it out. The way I like to work is really on just like one scene, and then I'll like if I duplicate this right a few times, or we'll just call this like Humans Fakes. My artist name. Cool. Okay, so these are all like my jammy bits. I'm going to highlight them all. So these are going to be like I'll show you what I'll do in a sec with this. But like, okay, cool. Got this up. Kind of like that garage bass a bit more. I've got a couple of options really, you know, and this is how I would definitely start a track, you know, give myself lots of options. That's a bit more breaksy, isn't it really? Just tighten up a bit. Oh yeah, we need a pad. What else we got? I feel like let's dreaming in reverbs. We need to jump into this. Lush. Cattaneo choir pad. Oh yeah. So we could stop everything and just have like the bass and the groove. That's really nice, like got feedback. Cool. I'm gonna start like adding in like different bits now. So I'll just take the kick drum out of this like second. I'm just gonna use this as like a fill, you know, so like let's just maybe quantize this a bit more this one. So yeah, loads of really nice sounds we've got going here. What we've got this like Jupiter lead thing. This is nice. Just need like single notes, you know. What's this? What we got here? I've got this delay on it. Maybe I'll take that off. Got like a drone. Probably in a different key. Yeah, we could like just probably copy and paste these over. Okay. Now, so I've kind of fleshed out all of my little clips and stuff, and this is exactly how I would sketch out an arrangement for the first time. Build up all these clips and kind of explore like different ideas just by playing one thing against another, maybe recording like multiple bass lines or something like that. And now I would do a jam with it. I would literally just jam with the parts that I've made and kind of explore what's possible with them in a jam. Now, with the APC Mini, or with a grid controller like this, I've got 8x8. I've got 8x8 parts that I can use. So I'm going to have to kind of like maybe trim down some of these a little bit or like group them up or something. Okay, so I didn't use anything from the grand piano in this, so I'll get rid of this. And I didn't use this second story, ARP Stories. This percussive pulse synth I haven't used either, so I'm going to just delete that, yeah? Everything else I've used, but they're all like kind of one shots really. And I don't tend to work in like scenes like too often. I'll have just like little modular bits of all the clips, you know, so I can kind of do what I was showing you earlier. I feel as well we might just want to develop these drums a bit. So like we can just have like our fill. I'll just pull that down here and like I maybe get rid of some of the tambourines like that. And one thing I do all the time is like use legato mode. So for launching the clips, and this allows me to, when I switch between them, it will trigger from the same point in the clip. So I kind of like made a mistake a little bit on this bit, so let's put that there, yeah. Nice, all right, that's kind of our main bass line, isn't it, really? I mean, like maybe we want, we just got the break rolling through on the original, so like this is going to be, that's like our fill, isn't it? So make that here. So in this one, let's get rid of this. Okay, so we're going to like, this will make it a bit easier for me to see, and I'm not going to have the drone either. We'll insert another scene. Right. We'll just duplicate this actually. Right. Get our little fill down. That's probably enough like variation. I feel like I want to put in this one here, you know. Maybe on this we could like mess with the, I'm going to map the filter to my controller here. Yeah, cool. So I could mess with that a bit, yeah. Right, we're just going to record a jam then with that because I'm kind of vibing with where we're going with this, yeah? And actually, I'm just going to get rid of all of these previous scenes. So now it's easier for me to see like what's going on. Just shows like the potential when you get something like this that like, you know, it's infinitely malleable and you really can just like use it in a modular way. You know, you can get rid of things, you can add things, you know, you could pull in additional stuff from the Hernan Cattaneo environment projects, you know, any of these things. So let's record a jam now, and then that will be our arrangement. We will have arranged, or that will be a basis of arrangement, which I would then export and listen to in a week or so. So let's go. I've got no idea how to start. It's always a bit kind of random how it works out. So it'd probably be nice to get, like, you know, these are going to come in later, I think, you know. Let's just start with the break. I'm going to start with the break in the vocal. Yeah. And I'll try and do a drop. We'll see how it goes. Ready? Let's go. Yeah. Some kind of build or something? Oh, okay. Yes, I think that went pretty well. That's certainly an arrangement of sorts, isn't it? So maybe if I just get rid of these markers. Yeah, and now I could go in and kind of like refine the arrangement a bit further and still like go in and switch between sounds and switch between like the drums processing and stuff. Yeah, nice. I really actually love the way the 36 dB work with their drums. Drums always sound fantastic in these environments. So yeah, okay, so that was kind of like an ad hoc, off the cuff jam with the Hernan Cattaneo 36 dB environment, and that was just with one of the mixes of Static Skies. There's also like an ambient mix and a melodic house mix as well. So yeah, that's really just the tip of the iceberg, just kind of scraping. Yeah, just barely scraping the surface, really. So if I played from the beginning, you know, I could go in and tidy stuff up now and arrange it and stuff, you know. You might even like go into my clip here and just take out like the shuffles and stuff and you know, go in and do like little breaks here. We could do some like little stuff like this, maybe. Maybe like take out the pad as well, or like is a bit. Yeah, like this is what like I'd then go in and kind of edit and mess around with the arrangement even further, like stuff like this, you know. Yeah, this is where I sink a lot of time, but I really love what you can do. I just like find that symbol and like do some cool reverse stuff with it. This is where I'd like go in and like really just kind of tidy up everything, or like. Yes. I really like these weird art things. They're cool. I'd probably have that, you know. That's really nice, that like clap there. I'd make a thing of that in the groove, I think. Just like getting rid of this. Do that again. Yeah, that tambourine is well nice. Yeah, that is kind of a first ad hoc sketch session. I think that sounds pretty decent for like an hour's work or so. Okay, so there we have it. A new fresh idea for a track made in one session. Probably took me about an hour and a half all told before editing, and I'm using just the sounds and MIDI in the Hernan Cattaneo environment. As you can see, the environment is super versatile and it comes with everything you need to start jamming out your own new tracks. What you get in terms of arrangement and preloaded scenes in session view is just the beginning. It's the tip of the iceberg as to what's possible with everything that's included. Think of these environments as completely modular. All of the instruments and effects racks can be found in Live's browser and used in your own tunes. Or you could start with the arrangement that's already in the environment or any of the mixes and just go from there. Changing the tempo or just flicking through some of the new macro snapshots, and you can dramatically alter what you started with. Save it and export it and it's ready for the club. Okay, I've had fun and I hope you do, exploring the brand new Hernan Cattaneo environment for Ableton Live and making your own new tunes in it. Cheers.